Alright, hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I've done a video, and that's because I've been so busy with school. I'm actually an EMT right now, and I'm going to paramedic school, and I've just been traveling a lot as well for business trips and stuff. So I've been really busy the last couple of months, but we're back to the home kind of office, the headquarters here. And I want to basically make a quick video on our members, right? So some of our members got funded with our algorithms, right? So I kind of really just want to showcase these accounts. And the biggest reason why is because I really just want to show the world that AlgoLabs, like what we do here, is completely different from most other kind of companies that have these algos that can pass challenges and supposedly make you like huge returns, right? So we try to create something that's going to be for the long term. We don't like guarantee results. We don't tell you you're going to make 100% to 1,000% per year. Like that's unrealistic, right? These algorithms, whatever here, are based on my personal trading systems, and each of them have their own unique trading system, and each of them have their own unique edge, and that's what makes them so unique. And so, with any trading system, there's always going to be drawdowns, right? That's completely normal. You're always going to be in these drawdown periods, but what makes it so different is that our edges allows us to look at the past results and say, okay, so what is the risk of ruin on these certain percentages of risk, right? So how can we make sure that the people who have these funded accounts who have like a limit risk, which is max drawdown of 10%, how can we make sure that they never lose that funded account and they'll be able to make consistent kind of long-term results over the next couple of years and keep those funded accounts? Because statistically, people who get funded accounts will lose the accounts within 1 or 2 months. And most of these funded companies like Blue Edge Financial and Pass My Challenge, they come out with these algorithms. And yeah, you can make like 10%, but then the next month it's like a big drawdown month and then you lose the whole funded account. So, what we try to do here is we try to get you funded, right? We try to have you guys keep those funded accounts for the long term, right? Making 20, 50% returns per year, right? It's not going to be huge amount of percentages, but it's still giving you a source of income for the long term, right? So just like every kind of investment, you're not going to expect to make huge returns, right? A long-term investment, you invest into that and you expect to make, decent gains. And so the markets this year has been literally crazy, right? We have literally the market's down like 40%, 30, 40%, the stocks or whatever, and we have crypto market down like 70%, 60 or 70%. Gold is down around more than 10%, 12, I think 12 to 15% year to date. So everything is literally going crazy right now. But in most portfolio investments are actually down year to date. But my algos present a very unique opportunity for a lot of investors and a lot of traders to be able to make money during those downturns and being able to make money whenever the volatility is just a lot, right? So how my algorithms work is they trade volatility, they trade specific, they trade this specific trading system program into the algorithm. And so, I know that it has an edge over the long term. It's been able to make money. Over the short term, it's been able to make money. And so with Morningstar, it's been phenomenal this year with the volatility on the NASDAQ 100. It's able to take long and shorts. With mechanical levels, it's a long style algorithm, but it's still been able to make money this year. And with our algorithm, UJ Ninja, which is, up about close to 50% year to date. And the reason why is because UJ has been skyrocketing literally toward the upside. And it's because, investors are putting money into it as, kind of like the whole world, the whole markets are very kind of, very volatile and very unpredictable, and the markets are going down, so investors are putting a lot into UJ. So with UJ Ninja, it's been able to make money over the long term over the last 10 years. It's been like 148% over the last 10 years. But this year specifically, it's been able to make close to 50% returns year to date, and that's literally just because trend following market that we have on UJ. And so, it presents a very good opportunity for investors to jump into UJ with my algorithm, right? It has a trading system, a trade management system in place, right? So it gives the opportunity for for investors to make money on that specific market, even if they don't even know anything about trading or anything else like that. So as we see here in the front of the screen right over here, this is one of our members funded accounts, right? So this is a guy who actually got funded a couple months ago. He actually was not using our specific risk. So whenever you get funded, you have specific risk parameters that we lay out to you guys. And so if you don't use those risk parameters, you have a really good chance of losing that funded account, right? And so like people just think, oh, I want to make 5, 10% on a funded account. I can make so much money with it. But no, those risk parameters are there for a reason to give you, the best kind of probability of you making money over the long term, and as well as not losing that funded account. So this person was using a different kind of risk, and he actually almost lost the funded account. And so I don't control people, right? People will do whatever they want, but I really try to lay out that as soon as you get funded, as soon as you get your funded account, use our risk parameters, because yeah, you're not going to make huge returns, but you will be able to have that account safe from those big drawdown periods that happen in the market, and as well as giving you income over the long term. So throughout the month of October, this account is a $100,000 account. Made about 3.8%, which is still pretty good, right? So this is an FTMO account swing, and so we can just go ahead and go to the FTMO account. This is the actual account, and so this person was not using correct risk. So the actual risk for Morningstar and UJ Ninja is about 1/4%. This guy was using about 0.5% on Morningstar, which is literally a no-no. And so I'll also show you an account that actually used the same algos, but with the right risk parameters, and how instead of literally being able to get into this is like close to a 9% drawdown, he literally only got into a 5% drawdown. So it's so important, like the people who get funded with my algorithms, to use those specific risk parameters, because it I wouldn't say guarantee, but it gives you an increased large probability of you not blowing that account, of you not losing that account. And so most of you guys who are traders, are not profitable traders, have not been trading a specific trading system for years, don't really know the drawdown periods that come with that. And so people just think, oh, I have a $100,000 account or a $50,000 account, let me go ahead and try trading it so I can make huge amounts of money. But again, realistically, most people who get funded, the traders who actually pass those challenges and verification, they lose that funded account within 1 or 2 months. It can lay out to emotions, to trading systems, to psychology, right? So just let the algorithms do the work, right? It's simple. It's not something that, a lot of people are just not patient with it. And that's something that, again, it's not going to work out on your benefit. So you can see here that this is an active account, right? This is active. This is a payout ratio. You can see the payout ratio is being 80-20. This is the account type swing. So it was able to get off that drawdown period literally very close to the drawdown period, but it was able to jump back up. And so this guy now is using the correct risk parameters. So if he was using the same risk parameters that he was using, he probably would already be back into drawdown, back to the area of drawdown. But I kind of reduced the risk. I told him to use the correct risk parameters, because again, it just gives you that biggest kind of ratio of not being able to lose that account. So you can see here, this is an actual funded account. I also want to show you guys basically this person as well. He's actually was able to withdraw profits from this funded account, and I just want to show you guys the actual account. So you can see here he got the refund, $554, and then he also got the payout here on his account, which is still pretty good, right? He's able to get paid out on those specific challenges. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for this account. 3.8% on the month, which is still pretty good. It should be, realistically, this person should not have been in this big amount of drawdown, but he still has the funded account, and I'm really looking forward for this account to get back up into the profit area and him being able to withdraw profits from this specific account. I also want to just lay out that he actually passed a verification with MyForex Funds. He's now in a phase 2, which is the verification. As you can see here, he's now in the verification area. So this is the verification phase 2 on the $300,000 account. He hasn't started it yet, but he passed a challenge just this month in October with Morningstar. A lot of people have been able to pass challenges this month because this month has been a very huge volatility month, and Morningstar has been able to kill it. Alrighty, so next up is a $50,000 account. He actually has been trading it since August, right? So August and September has been kind of a drawdown month, which again, it's kind of normal whenever it comes into trading systems. You're always going to have drawdown months, but it's again making sure that you reduce your risk and having those risk parameters in place. So over this last month, I would say from October, he was able to make a decent size on this 50K account. So he was able to make around $2,000, which is around close to, I believe, I think it's like 5-10, so it's close to 6%. He's able to withdraw profits as well on this account, as you can see here with the withdrawal here. Let me just go ahead and go to see his detailed report, and yes, and just show you guys this is an actual funded live account here. It says funded live account, and then as we can see here, very nice kind of equity curve here. profit factor 1.76, total trades 49. The profit trades in total being 32%, which is just, again, you don't need to have a huge kind of win rate. You usually got to make sure that your risk reward ratio is quite high. And so you can see here the average trade being $300 and the average loss trade being $84. So that's approximately like a 3-to-1 right there. And the largest profit trade being 630, and then the largest loss being 209. So that's exactly what you want to see. You want to make sure your profit trades are much more bigger than your biggest loss trades, and your average profit trades are much more bigger than your average loss trades. So very nice kind of equity curve for this month of October. October has just been a really good month again, which is quite expected with quarter 4. Usually with quarter 4, you'll see a lot of more volatility on my trading systems and more profitability on my trading systems as well. Alrighty, so the next account that I want to show you is another $100,000 account with FTMO. So this person, again, he was actually using the wrong risk parameters right in the beginning of the drawdown months, which is completely a no-no. So this account's around, I think, 96%, so $96,000. So I think this month it's about, like, I think 2.1%. So let me just go to all history and just show you guys the actual whole history on. He started this account during the drawdown months, which was in August or mid-August or whatever. Actually, the end of August, basically. And so you can see here that he was using literally the wrong risk parameters. So you can see here in the beginning, he lost about 1%. I mean, you're not supposed to use more than 1% on a funded account. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, you can probably make good profits from it, but you will literally lose those accounts if, you know, those drawdown months happen during those specific periods of time. And so with the average drawdown in the morning, so the last 10 years has been 30%, or the average drawdown per month will be around maybe 7 to 10%, right? So if you have a funded account, you're going to lose that account, right? You may make maybe 10, 15, 20%, but you'll lose that account maybe the next month or the third month, right? So what we try to do here is we try to use the correct risk parameters for our funded accounts. And as you can see here, this guy definitely did not use the correct risk parameters. And you can see here, like what, NASDAQ 100 closed about 1.1%. That's not even like the correct risk parameters, but you know, it is what it is. This person now has been using the correct risk parameters, and that's been, you know, he's been able to bounce back from, I believe it was around 7% max drawdown right over here. And so you can see here, like, the profit factor is completely messed up. The average profit, the average trade is completely messed up just because this person did not use the correct risk parameters. And so you can see here, this is an actual FTMO live account because it says FTMO account swing USD. Usually a challenge or verification will say account FTMO challenge, FTMO verification. So this in fact is a live account. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You can see here that the last kind of month of October, he's able to make around close to, I believe, 2%, or actually 3% over here. So 3% over the last 30 days, which is still pretty good. So yeah, that's that account. I also want to just show you guys real quick, you know, the actual person. So this account that I just showed you guys a minute ago is the actual person who was using the correct risk parameters. So this guy was patient, this guy listened to me, and this guy was using the correct risk parameters. So let me just go to all history, save it as detailed report, and just show you guys the drawdown. So Morningstar took about 20% drawdown, and Huge Ninja probably took around 10% drawdown as well during August and September. But with this person who used the correct risk parameters, he was only able to get a max drawdown of 5.2%. Right, like that's not even a lot, 5.2%. And he made profit, you know, this in the month of October. So that just basically shows you guys that, you know, why it's so important to have the correct risk parameters, because it can literally save you from a 15, 10, 15, 20% drawdown, and the max drawdown literally just being 5%. 5%. A 20% max drawdown turn over to a 5% max drawdown using the correct risk parameters, right? So, you know, drawdown periods are going to happen. That's completely normal, especially during the summer months. August and September were drawdown period months, but this month was just phenomenal because, again, volatility comes back in, and usually statistically my systems perform better during Q4, during kind of like Thanksgiving and winter, whenever there's more volatility, more people in the markets. All right, so for the last account, I'm going to show you guys the $10,000 account with my Forex funds. You can see here on the screen, my Forex fund funded live. And so this specific month, it made 4%, and this person was able to withdraw about 1.3% profit for this account. So this is just the month of October. You can see here, just go to save as detailed report. Let me just go save as detailed report, and then just show you guys the actual, you know, account for this month. Yes. And then you can see here that it was able to make a very nice profit, and the equity curve is really nice. Max drawdown of being about less than 1%, right? And so gross profit 4%, maximum drawdown being close to less than 1%, the profit factor being 1.80, and then the average profit, average loss, you can see here, this is using the correct risk parameters, right? So this is a $10,000 account, right? And he was able to withdraw money from that. So these are just some of our members who got funded, right? So it's not all of them, right? And so the people who do lose funded accounts with us, they did not use the correct risk parameters, and they were not using the algorithms, or they were trading it on their own, and that allowed them to just basically place a bunch of stupid trades and lose the account, right? But what we try to do here, it's completely different, right? So most people who sell out these algorithms that are able to pass challenges and make huge percentages, they're kind of grid systems, right? So they have huge drawdown periods. Most of the time you'll lose that account within a couple of months, right? So you can see here from August all the way up to now November, you see that people have been able to make money and being able to, jump from those drawdown periods, especially with the $50,000 account that I showed you. He was literally able to jump back from a 20% max drawdown with our algorithms with just 5% max drawdown. So what we try to do here is we try to get people funded, and we try to get them being able to make consistent results and being able to make consistent returns over the long term. What we do here is completely different from any other kind of company out there, because no one is literally showing you guys the actual funded accounts. No one is actually showing you guys the interviews. No one is actually getting funded, keeping their funded accounts for 6 to 12 months, and then basically withdrawing, consistent profits, right? That's not happening, because these specific algorithms will literally blow your account whenever they hit those huge drawdown periods, which completely happens, right? Grid systems are something that I don't truly believe in. It's not an actual trading system, right? It's a gambling machine. It uses negative risk reward, right? And so it just does not make any sense to me. But what we try to do here is completely different from everyone else. And so, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gives you guys an insight of some of our members who got funded with us for a couple of months, kept the funded accounts, and are making consistent returns, right? So what most companies don't even show you, because most of the funded members lose their funded accounts within a couple of months. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys are interested in joining AlgoLabs, make sure to check out our website, AlgoLabs.net, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright guys, so today's sponsor is Lumi Wealth. I get so many questions about how to start creating algorithms. How can you start coding algorithms? And so personally, I won't teach you guys exactly how I make my own algorithms, because that's a trade secret. But there's a company named Lumi Wealth that actually creates courses to teach you guys how to create algorithms. So they have top rated courses. They also have lifetime access to all the courses. So as soon as you buy it, you get lifetime access to these specific courses, right? So this is an awesome way to jump into something that may seem complicated, but the instructors here are professionals, and they lay everything out for you guys so you guys can completely understand those specific concepts whenever it comes to algorithm trading. There's so many opportunities here to learn different kinds of algorithms. There's machine learning, there's option trading, there's trading as a business, crypto trading using algorithms, right? So it's a bunch of courses that kind of have a broad area of subjects between algorithm trading that allows you guys to learn these different areas in algorithm trading. They also have free classes, as you can see here, so you can basically sign up for these free classes, and it gives you really good insight on how exactly trading algorithms work and how you can get started, learning these concepts and starting to learn what exactly is algorithm trading and how can I do it. So yeah, I 100% would recommend Lumi Wealth. This is a platform that teaches algorithm trading. So if you guys are interested, then definitely check out LumiWealth.com. If you guys are interested in purchasing some of these courses, then definitely use discount JP15 for 15% off, and you guys will be able to jump into these courses with a discount and start learning about algorithm trading.